This is 25 must-know tips before visiting the desert. Calico Desert is an exterior region located to the far northwest of Pelican Town. It's always sunny here, regardless of season. This area is inaccessible until the bus at the bus stop has been repaired by either A, completing the vault bundles at the community center, or by purchasing bus repair for 40,000 gold from the Joja Community Development Forum. If you haven't done that yet, you'll want to. Today I'm going to give you 25 must-know tips before visiting the desert in this complete Calico Desert guide. And before you head to the desert, you'll want to reach level 120 of the mines in Pelican Town. This will award you with the Skull Key, which is needed to access Skull Cavern in Calico Desert, so make sure you get down there. Next, you'll want to make sure you have your pickaxe at least to gold quality, or you'll find traversing the mines and breaking rocks to be extremely difficult, which will make it harder to find an end, and harder to get away down, and harder to get away from monsters. This brings me to the next thing you're going to want. I'm going to show you how to get a great weapon, but bring the obsidian edge until you unlock either the lava katana or the galaxy sword, which we will get into shortly on how to obtain. Obsidian Edge is a level 6 sword found in the mines, or you can purchase it from the Adventurers Guild. It does 30 to 45 damage and will get you by until you can unlock a better weapon. Speaking of a better weapon, let's talk about how to get the galaxy sword. You'll want to bring a prismatic shard with you to the desert. The best place to obtain one of these prismatic shards is from a landed meteorite on your farm, which you should get in your first year. Or you can get one by opening Omni Geodes at Clint's Blacksmith. Now this isn't a guaranteed drop, but it does happen often. Two other items I recommend you bring to the desert are a pearl, if you've found one, for a unique item that's easy to get, and it's pretty cool. I'll show you that in a little bit. And a solar essence. We'll get into these shortly, but just grab them and bring them with you when you go to the desert. When you're ready to go to the desert, you'll need to buy a ticket for the bus for 500 gold from the ticket station right here, when the bus driver Pam is present, between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can also use a warp totem, desert, or desert obelisk, which will warp you to the warp statue in the desert and avoid the 500 gold ticket cost. And you can arrive 4 hours earlier than if you have to wait for Pam when she gets to the bus stop. To return home, the bus will automatically appear if you use a totem, and you'll ride the bus as usual, avoiding the ticket cost of 500 gold. The Desert Trader is a merchant located in Calico Desert who sells exotic goods, but does not accept gold. They barter in exchange for other items, including Omni Geodes. The shops close during the night market in the summer, and no purchases will be possible during those days. But instead, you can go to the night market and get a free cup of coffee from the trader. In addition to her regular stock, she also has rotating stock based on the day of the week, so check back daily for all the goodies. This is where you can use a pearl to get a unique bed for your house, which I was talking about earlier, and also the butterfly hutch, so if you have 200 bat wings, grab that, because the butterfly hutch is one of my favorite items in the game, and it's pretty cool because you can get butterflies to fly around your farm. So check those items out and make sure you get what you want. Here's a sneak peek at the bed. There is a fishing pond in the desert where you can catch 2 unique fish. The sandfish, which is needed for a community center specialty fish bundle in the fish tank, and the scorpion carp. These fish can only be caught from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., so be mindful of the time. Green algae can also be caught all day long. So get out there with your fishing pole and test your skills. Be sure to bring bait and also have an upgraded fishing pole for your best success chances. Skull Cavern requires the Skull Key to enter. You best be prepared for this one. It's much more difficult than anything you've encountered in Pelican Town mines. When you first enter, you'll see this little statue over here, and we'll get into that in another video. And then you can come down to this door and you can insert the Skull Key into the keyhole, and it's a perfect fit. Even if you're not quite ready to traverse the Skull Cavern yet, go in and exit, just so you can trigger this item in the background. After you first enter the cavern for the very first time, once you go to bed, you'll wake up in the morning and find a letter in your mailbox the following day from Mr. Key for his challenge quest. This quest wants you to reach level 25 in Skull Cavern, and completing this quest awards you with 10,000 gold delivered by mail the following day, so you'll want to be sure that you've done that. Remember that prismatic shard we talked about? Bring it here to the middle of these 3 golden pillars in the desert. As you can see, some magic will happen, and you'll be awarded with my favorite sword in the game, the Galaxy Sword, arguably one of the best. You'll want this for navigating Skull Cavern. It's a level 13 sword, which causes 60 to 80 damage, and has +4 to speed, making it ultra fast. I mean, look at this thing go. You can do some serious work in the mines now. And when you compare this to the Obsidian Edge, which is a level 6 sword versus a level 13 sword, you can see how much better the damage is. It's nearly double, so grab this. You advance similarly in Skull Cavern to the mines in Pelican Town, by either ladder or finding shafts, which are also holes, that allow you to travel 3 to 9, 11, 13, or 15 floors at one time. You will take fall damage equal to 3 times the number of floors skipped, so keep that in mind before jumping into one of these holes when you find them. They appear randomly, and you'll want to make sure that you have a good amount of health before jumping in so you don't get surprised when you get to the bottom and suddenly you have no health left. You'll also want to bring staircases too for rapid descent or skipping floors that are causing you trouble while you're in the mines. So you'll need a lot of stone for that. I recommend you stock up. Winter's a great time to do that. There's also no elevator to save progress, and the mine floor layouts vary every time you visit, which makes them exciting. Enemies are more difficult, and heals are highly recommended to boost your chances of survival. Iridium chances increase steadily as you descend further into Skull Cavern. Time in Skull Cavern works differently too. 1 hour of game time normally lasts 43 seconds, but in Skull Cavern 1 hour lasts 54 seconds, which is 25% longer. If you die while exploring Skull Cavern, you wake up later on the same day in Harvey's clinic in Pelican Town. A fee of 1,000 gold will be deducted for emergency surgery, and several items may also be lost. That hurts the most. If you fall asleep at 2 a.m., you'll lose 1,000 gold or 10% of your funds, whichever is less, but you won't lose items. So stay vigilant, friends. Don't fall asleep in the mines, and definitely don't die. You do not want to be losing high-tier quality items or a full stack of 999 stone. That's rough. You'll also start seeing some new monsters that you haven't seen before, including dinosaurs, and these can be deadly quickly. So keep in mind when you're in these mines to watch out for things that you're not used to seeing. Dinos like these right here, they blow fire and they'll get you quick. You can see how quickly my health bar went down, and we have flying enemies also coming at you. Things can get hectic quick and you don't want to die here. Never. Just run away. It's better sometimes just to run away. You can forage unique items in the desert, including coconut and cactus fruit, each with a 50% chance of appearing at an average rate of 2 per night year-round. Dig spots can include artifacts such as the palm fossil, golden relic, golden mask, clay, lost books, stone, and the secret note, which only has a 4% chance and can only appear if the player has a magnifying glass. The palm trees here can be cut down for wood, but do not drop seeds. They may drop a coconut on occasion when chopped down or shaken, but they cannot be tapped and they grow back automatically over time, which is pretty cool. You can also grow regular trees here, and they will grow even in the winter and even without tree fertilizer. So if you're struggling to get trees, especially in the wintertime, utilize Calico Desert to your advantage and plant as many trees as you'd like. Directly north of the Oasis shop, there's a large pile of bones of a sand dragon, which is pretty suspicious for most players. When interacted with, it will read, "Its maw gapes at the desert sun. Even in death, it yearns for the taste." You must have completed the majority of the Mr. Key questline and then returned to feed the sand dragon its final meal, which is completed by giving it a solar essence. If you haven't started the Mr. Key questline, I'll put a link down below to my video on how to do that and progress. Once you have gotten the beats to Mayor Lewis, you'll want to bring that solar essence here. Feed it to the sand dragon and place it in its maw, and then you'll notice a little note hidden again. "You've proven yourself, kid. Check out the pile of lumber next to your house, Mr. Key." So now the Mr. Key questline will direct you back to your home to inspect the lumber pile beside your house. If you're like me, you might have some stuff on your porch, so you'll need to remove those to get to your lumber pile. Click on your lumber pile to interact with it, and you'll be awarded the club card. This is used in the desert to access a locked area in the Oasis shop, so if you haven't started the Mr. Key questline, I'd hop on that. Once you have your club card, the Oasis is a store located in the southwest of the desert run by Sandy, a villager you may befriend. She is open from 9 a.m. to 11:50 p.m. daily. The Desert Festival is held annually on spring 15, 16, and 17 starting at 10 a.m., and during those days, Sandy's shop will not be open. If you want to know more about the Desert Festival, leave me a comment down below and maybe we'll make a video on that next. Sandy sells a number of seeds and a variety of other items, including mannequins' clothes and rugs for your house. An additional item varies and depends on the day of the week you visit, so be sure to check back regularly to make sure you get all her goodies and cool items. You won't find these goods anywhere else, folks. It's important to know that Sandy is not a marryable villager, but you can become friends with her. Once you have your club card in hand, interact with the bouncer. Is that a club card? It sure is. He mysteriously disappears and now you may enter. Welcome to the Calico Desert Casino. Lots of things to do here. It's always happening and always open as long as you can get into the shop. Back here you'll find the cashier who will trade you your winnings for rare items that you might want. I mean, lots of things we will want, right? But you can't buy any of these items with gold. You will have to gamble and win at the tables in order to cash in for these. Most importantly, Mr. Key is here. Look who made it inside my exclusive clubhouse. You've got the spark. That's why I singled you out. What spark? Ah, the conduit of mystery. People like us have a responsibility to keep the world alive, to give folks a taste of the extraordinary. You see, kid, the world's like a bowl of rice. It's got substance, but it ain't worth nothing without a good zesty sauce, and that's where we come in. Didn't you ever wonder who put those treasure chests in the old mine shaft? I like to give people surprises. You'll understand someday. Just keep doing your best and never give up. So it's good to talk to him. You can also come over here, which will give you your player file, and it gives you all sorts of stats on yourself. So steps taken, gifts, days in Stardew Valley, dirt hoed, items crafted, cooked, monsters slain, pretty much anything you want to know about yourself. You can check it out here to see how many of those things you've done and how many times. So that's a cool little bonus feature. If you want to gamble in the casino, you'll need to buy key coins for 1,000 gold, and you can do that at this kiosk, and then you can hit the tables. This is the basic table. This is Calico Jack. It's a 100 coin table. You can read the rules here and you can play. It's basically blackjack, so check this one out. It's a good way to earn money. Again, you can't use your gold. You'll have to buy key coins. Over on the other end of the casino, there's another table for you high rollers. This one's 1,000 coin bet, so you want to have some big money to spend there. Here, if you talk to him, he has a statue of endless fortune for sale, and it only costs 1,000,000 gold. Quite pricey, but so worth it. You can buy as many of these statues as you want, and it produces one gift or item each day. And if an item's not collected, it will be replaced by a new item the next day. It's the easiest way to do birthday gifts and get iridium bars. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also hit that bell to turn notifications on so you don't miss any of my latest videos. Hope to see you next time. Bye.